Hey again, in this video I'm going to showcase the new earnings feature, which is a premium feature in P24 Dashboard. So what I'll do first is select one of my websites where I have some test data, website number 7. And now in the under the earnings top menu, I'll select the earnings view here. And here you can see I have some data configured for this website. So I've configured a few revenue sources: Amazon, Mediavine, Affiliate Program 1 and 2, Info Product 1, Lead Gen 1. And I've entered some test data here for the months of from September to December 2019. So you can see the totals by revenue source and the totals by month. This is the graph for the evolution of earnings over time. And down here is the EPMP, or revenue per 1,000 page views, which is a measure of the profitability of each revenue source. So for example, Amazon generated $19.7 per 1,000 views in December, and overall Amazon over the whole time period selected here, the total per 1,000 page views was $50. So up here you can see there's a filter, so you can select the time range. Before we change this, let's see how we can enter data for January 2020, which I haven't done. So let's go again under the earnings top menu. Let's go into earnings entry. So here on the right hand side are the revenue sources that I've configured previously. So you can see the revenue sources here, and I'll go ahead and add a new revenue source. Let's say I have a new program that's going to generate money for this website. Let's call it new revenue source, and I'll hit save. Now on the right hand side is the month by month earnings from each revenue source. So for example, here you have Amazon in December, Mediavine in December, and then you have Amazon in November, Mediavine in November, Affiliate Program 2 in November, and so on. This is where you enter each month your earnings. So what I'll do is hit plus here and create a new entry for Amazon in January 2020. So Amazon January 2020, and let's say Amazon generated $450 for that month. And I'll create another entry for the new revenue source for January 2020, and let's say that generated, say, $135. And I can add a note down here if I want to. All right, now I'm going to go back to the earnings view, and I'll change the filter. So I'll leave September 2019, and I'll change this to January 2020. And you can see now we have a new line, January 2020, and for the Amazon and new revenue source, we have the earnings amounts. And here you can see the revenue per 1,000 page views, the EPMP for Amazon, and the new revenue source for January. This is calculated by dividing the earnings we've just entered by the number of page views, which is fetched from Google Analytics.